Up you fools! Mad ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. We've been here all morning watching rehearsals, and we actually just finished watching Belgium. Sennek, a matter of time rehearsing for the second time. These gentlemen to my left and right watched for the first time, so they'll give you the first impression, and then I'll share with you what I thought about improvement or not improvement, but we'll get to that later. I'm going to start with you, Fernando. What did you think about the staging and just overall package?
Belgium has always been a little bit of my guilty pleasure.
It's not a guilty. Why is it a guilty pleasure?
Because I like the song.
But what's guilty about it?
Because it's a nice song. Well, I felt in love with the song at the first time I've heard it. That's from a fan perspective. From another point of view, the stage was okay, was there. I think they should improve a little bit the performance. I mean, vocally, sometimes she sounds a little bit on and off, so vocally she can improve. But a little bit of an improvement from her vocals, and yeah,
that's good. Mostly that. What did you think? Your first impression of the staging and just everything else?
Well, I think that Belgium is a mystery to me in many ways, because in recent years they have been, just putting up such strong songs, and then not always such strong performers. Mm-hmm. And when I first heard this, I was like, I've heard this before. It seemed very familiar to me, and I thought, what was it? And then it was like, okay, it's actually Portishead, 1994, 1995. And she was born in 1990, so she could have listened to that from her parents. But I still love this song a lot. I still think she's one of the better performers from Belgium. But I've been I felt that the staging and her look was just a bit underwhelming. But we have been so spoiled with performers, like from Love, when they did Love Kills, and when they did. In recent years, they have been like going all in, like using the full effects of staging, of lighting and everything. So this feels a bit more stripped down.
Stripped down version? Okay.
A very stripped down.
Yeah. So now, Belgium rehearsed for the first time Sunday, and shortly after the rehearsals, first of all, the video that YouTube put up, not YouTube, but Eurovision on YouTube, got like a bunch of dislikes, and she dropped significantly in the odds. Since this is the first time you saw it, do you see you understand why, or are you surprised by that?
Her situation is her vocals, and that's why I think she got a little bit of a negative reaction. Mm-hmm. Once her vocals is sorted, it will be fine. Yeah, that's what I think.
That's what you think. It's all of that. Now, were you surprised to see her drop that much, or you think people are overreacting, or you can see why that is happening?
I think people are overreacting. I mean, not to compare, but still, we have last year's Blanche. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's not even go and talk about vocals. I mean, on the final night, she did her best vocal delivery, which wasn't too good, but still, it was her best. And then again, look at the result. I think, I felt a bit underwhelmed by the whole thing, but I don't think she deserves to be dropped that hardly. It's a very good song, and she is a good singer, definitely.
When I watched it the first time, it was definitely on Sunday. There were a lot more camera angle issues. There's still a lot of them there. I saw improvement, though, but I remember watching like, oh my God, this is all over the place. And it didn't look good initially, but it improved by every single time they rehearse, and it gotten better and better. It's a very dark song, like feel the James Bond vibe to it. So the staging, to me, kind of reflects that, and I find it appropriate. So when it dropped, I was like, people are a little bit harsh on it. Was it perfect? No, there were a lot of things to be improved upon. And you sounded worse, actually, the first time around, I thought. So when I watched it today, and I think that's what's happening, I'm getting, as you said, I'm getting a Blanche flash, because she was also slightly improving as time went on. That's how I felt about it today. I like that they made changes at the beginning, because initially you just saw her eyes, and they did with a light effect where it gets dark and then white. And now they have the hand there, and then it moves it slowly. It really gives a really cool effect. So I think the vocals are already way better, and I think they cranked up the backup vocalist a little, especially during the higher notes, to kind of cover up any imperfections there. I personally thought this was a pretty good performance, and I think it's an improvement. They're not there yet. We need to work a little harder, but I am way more confident now than I was just a few days ago. So, but we would like to hear from you two now, and myself as well. Is Belgium going to qualify? As of right now, I know things can change, and we have a right to change our minds, but just your gut feeling.
If she improves her vocals, she will qualify, yes.
But is it a yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yes from you. Chris?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I am still leaning actually towards a no right now.
Ooh.
Yes. So it would have been a no for me, but it doesn't matter. So, but not because I don't want it to qualify, because I wanted to qualify. It's a great song. It's just a gut feeling. Because that's what I'm saying. It's my gut feeling right now, because I really want to qualify. I'm just worried that it somehow gets lost with all the big favorites coming up. And it's, you know, sometimes there are certain songs that are really hyped and then they flop. I'm just worried it's going to be Belgium. Maybe it's just me being very negative, but that's just my feeling. Anyway, but we still believe that Belgium is going to qualify. What do you think? Did you watch the clip? What do you think of the staging? Are people overreacting or not? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. We're going to go back inside and we're going to watch Czech Republic.